Hello there. So I feel like I'm apologising an awful lot for not uploading really regularly. You can probably guess why. I've just been really busy with house stuff, moving stuff in, doing some DIY. Well, I promised you in the last video that I'd show you my garden, so I'm going to do that now. There's a front garden which I'm not going to show you because it's at the front of the house, but a friend of mine did point out actually that I do have a cardboard model of this house which I could show you so you could see the layout and what it looks like externally if it were made of cardboard, like Flat Stanley. He was made of paper, wasn't he? Or was he just as thin as paper? Do you remember? Do you have any idea what I'm on about? Probably not. Anyway, I'll show you what I've done in the other rooms, but first, let me show you the garden. So you've got this patio, is it French door or just a patio door, isn't it? Look at this new mat I got from eBay for £7.49. In fact, I might leave a link to some of these things in case you fancy buying them. So do you want to see the garden? Here you go. Here's the side. There's me shed, which has got a bit of a story. I hope you can see. I hope it's not all overexposed. You can see that it's, you know, it's got a nice, when I say a nice garden, I mean it's got lots of like flowers and greenery around the edge and some grass that's not dead. Basically, that's my definition. You can see my bird table and my bird bath, which were moved today actually because I've got some friends to help me move a load of stuff. On this side I've got some plants from a previous place. Look at that massive strawberry on there. Is it going to ripen before the cold really sets in? You can see into this bedroom. I've got some binoculars so I can watch the birds, and this little doggy watering can. What else have I got? A mint plant that's completely dead. One job that I've just been doing is filling all these holes that I don't know if you can even see where my finger is because the screen's very overexposed, but there were holes in the wall here where these handrails were screwed onto the wall. I filled those all in with a very special brick filler, which is quite good. Look, here's my 3 bins, my normal bin, my recycle bin, and my brown waste bin. I've actually mown the lawn today. I need a bit of help actually because my lawn looks a little bit dead in the middle. I don't know if it's a daddy longlegs infestation or what, but it doesn't look very healthy, does it? Maybe it'll come back to life, but I think I might put some weed and feed down and try and revitalize it a bit. This shed, there's a very interesting story behind this shed. When I bought this house, the person wanted to sell it to me for £1.50. But of course, I took a little bit of a gamble in that I didn't think he'd possibly want to take it with him, so I didn't buy it. And maybe as a sort of hint at how much I kind of got out of this deal, he did leave the invoice for this shed. It cost £3,800 to have this installed because it's a proper metal shed with like a proper UPVC lock, like with really thick doors, about that thick, double glazing window, guttering. I've got my water butt round the side there. It's got electrics in it, but they're not properly wired up. There's like a wire down here coiled up. I don't know anything about electrics, but I might get an electrician in to power this. Not really sure what I do in there. Just got my lawnmower in there at the moment. But yeah, look, I can watch the birds drinking from that and washing themselves. Can watch them eating on there. Hopefully maybe have a barbecue here, but possibly need a bit of a bigger patio for that. Yeah, I think I really like this garden. I really like the flowers. I will help Ellie do it, but I've kind of said this is her domain really, because I'll be doing a lot of the DIY on the inside to start with. But you know, I can see that in the summer it's going to be a little bit irresistible to come out here, have a barbecue and do a little bit of gardening. So anyway, let's go inside and I'll show you what I've been doing. So I've been unpacking a lot of boxes. I don't know if all this was here last time I showed you. We got this table free from like Facebook Marketplace. You know, it's got a great big crack down it there. A bit rustic and functional, does what we need. We'll probably just get a tablecloth for it in the meantime until we get really bored with it. And what have we lost? Nothing, because it was completely free. That's all I've done in this room, really. I don't know if that mirror was there before. I'd like a bigger mirror than that, really. Let's go through. Done nothing in these rooms. taken down the old person lampshades, bless them, and put, well, this awful energy saving bulb up. Really boring story. I ordered a load of light bulbs from a company called LED Specialist. Not their fault at all. Well, a little bit their fault. The website doesn't insist on entering a postcode. So as a result, DPD tried to deliver my parcels to the wrong address in the wrong county 3 times. It was refused, and it was only because I asked for the tracking number from LED Specialists that I realised this, and so I've been waiting over a week for my light bulbs. They ain't arrived. I want to put LED light bulbs anywhere, everywhere, because they're energy efficient and they have a nicer glow. These are appalling. Let me just demonstrate if I can find the light switch. Oh, look, I mean, you can see doesn't actually light anything up. They're ugly. They do warm up eventually, but they're just rubbish bulbs. Got to get rid of them. I've left some of those delightfully old lampshades in there. Might just leave them to remind me how awful they are. But I mean, this is what you couldn't see during the day. Like when you come in here and you sit down there, you get the sun in the face and it's boiling hot. But you get a really nice view of the garden there. And I can just imagine in the summer going out there for a barbecue. Really looking forward to that. This was a charity shop buy. All these things were just resting on the floor. So I bought this for £10. You can see this little bit here. There's meant to be a little sort of tray in here for you to put like a telephone book on. I ain't got a telephone book, so I thought it looked better like that. Probably won't keep this indefinitely. Probably get something, I don't know, wooden or something, some kind of coat rack thing, and move this lovely picture somewhere else, I think. But in the meantime, this is perfectly adequate. Put a mirror there. Took a piece of wood off here because there was a sliding, like a 70s sliding door. Amazing. Oh, you can see that this window pane here in the daylight, you can see it's got some like moisture in it, needs repairing. Don't know how I'm going to do that. This room now is full. This is all the stuff. This is like stuff I've got to fit or pay somebody to fit maybe. This is all stuff I'm going to like try and sell at a car boot sale and online. And this is just stuff that needs to go in the attic, go into the other rooms when they've got actual furniture in them. And maybe to some extent some things that just need sorting out. Oh, how boring. But there isn't really that much I'm going to do with that now. Let me show you the garage. Knife there for buttering my toast. So I'm going to have a, let me turn this round. I'm going to have a fridge freezer in this room. But I since discovered that actually, because this is not very well insulated, when it gets cold outside, it gets very cold in here. So I bought this sort of garage threshold for the bottom, which you'll glue onto the concrete, and it'll stop the draft getting through the bottom of this. And I've also bought a load of this thermal wrap, which sticks onto the back of the garage door, just to try and keep it a little bit well insulated in this room so that it doesn't get freezing cold. It shouldn't get too cold because it is attached to the house. The house is heated, and I will definitely heat it in the winter. So I just want to keep the temperature in here sort of above 10 degrees. And if necessary, I'll get a little electric heater to help with that. But I'm hoping the insulation will do the trick. And oh, look, that's a bit weird, isn't it? A bit meta or something. I'm hoping it'll do the trick. I did watch a video on YouTube where somebody had done something very similar, and maybe I'll make my own video, because I think, a lot of hot is lost through a garage door, and so it's quite a useful thing to do. So I'll make a video on it. Some stuff here that, I bought this actually off Facebook Marketplace for £10. Schoolwork. Box of wires that have been carefully sorted but will magically knot themselves. Looking forward to that. This eventually will go in the office room, this desk. We did something which I don't know if structurally this was a good idea, but maybe it was. There was the old sliding door from the kitchen. I put it up in the rafters there. I didn't do it by myself, had some help. And I've used it as storage for some light boxes, which I thought was quite a smart idea. I've got this little camera, IP camera set up. I'm sure the manufacturers of this can actually hack in and see what's happening. Well, all they'll see is this, which is the inside temperature, 15.7, because it is quite warm today. It's not 25.6 outside. The outside thermometer doesn't work. Possibly the battery needs changing, or there's an insect living in it. Okay, give you a bit of an update. So I've been filling the cracks in the walls, okay, using, well, filler. What I've been doing is opening the cracks up with like a wallpaper scraper and then filling them. It's never going to look amazing. I haven't sanded this, by the way. I've got to sand it smooth. I just wanted to get rid of the cracks, and hopefully they will actually disappear now. Here are some samples. I'd ask you to vote, but I've already bought the paint actually. We decided that this one was too dark, this was too blue, this was much, much too blue, this was much, much, much too blue, this is grey, and this is the colour. We're putting this laminate down as well, as you know. We think that's quite a nice combination for an office room anyway, possibly not for a bedroom. And then this room, I've been doing a lot of work in. I filled all the holes in this room, and I have sanded them as well, as hopefully you can see. It's amazing though how when you paint over that, it'll still be really obvious, but I've spent a lot of time filling and sanding all around this room. I'll not show you out the window. There is a front garden, which I'm not going to show you. But yeah, I've sanded a lot of holes. This is almost ready to paint after I've cleaned all the dust off everything. So yeah, what have I got through here? Some stuff that I'm going to have fitted. I've got these R80 downlight things for the kitchen. Really boring story, but these are really hard to get now. They're like hen's teeth, because everybody has tiny spotlights. These are the bigger ones that like 8 centimeters or something wide, which I think maybe is what the 80 is, 80 millimeters. They're just hard to get hold of, but these are quite cheap. Probably sell a couple of these for half the price I paid for the whole lot, but these are going in the kitchen ceiling. We've got some magazines here. We've got, let me show you one of these. So this is an up and down light that is going to go at the front of the property, and there's going to be like a door number beneath it. I've got 3 of these, hoping to put one either side of the garage as well. Incidentally, if you live in the Norfolk area and you're an electrician and you want to give me a mate's rate, not really, just if you're reasonable, let me know, and you can come and do me electrics, if you like. Quite a lot of work to do. I want somebody to do these because I can't be arsed, and I don't want to set a light to the stuff that's in the ceiling. So yeah, I want to get somebody professional to do it. We've also got something in this other box. Let me just show you this. Remember these? I've got this brushed metal, is that what they're called? Yeah, brushed steel. Oops, there. Brushed steel plug sockets and light switches. We've got a curtain pole, which was cast off from my parents, which now doesn't fit any of the windows here. Fantastic. Got a new Triton shower, which is just exactly the same model as the one that's in there at the moment, but this one works and it's new, so it's kind of the same fitting, but it looks more modern. So we'll get that fitted soon. That's really it. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update of the things that I've done while I haven't been filming videos. Hope this is interesting to you. I will try and do some sort of DIY videos as I go along, and I shall also try to do some actual non-house videos if you would like. Anyway, thanks for sticking around still. Do subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Thanks to my very loyal patrons who stick by me. Great, they're mad. Jennifer Jones, Jim McKay, Ross Carter, and Magnanimous Meg. They're very generous. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time for another video.